What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Double B here, back with another video. This is Tuddy Talk Week 13. Apologize for not dropping a video last week. It wasn't a full slate for Week 12 on Sunday at least, with Thanksgiving games and a Friday game, and just pretty hectic with the holidays and everything. So, you know, we're back at it for Week 13. Let's do a quick recap for Week 11. We went 5-6, but we did walk away with a little profit, 0.3 units. That brings our current record up to 3.4 for the year. So just gonna try to climb on that and build off the momentum from Week 11. And yeah, not gonna waste much time here. I'm just gonna get into it. So yeah, let's get into the first game here. First game is the Chargers versus Patriots. I'm going with Austin Eckler anytime touchdown over at FanDuel minus 130. Um, no way I can trust anybody on New England. And then, the Chargers, it's really Austin or Kadeem Allen. I like Eckler, just for the fact he's a dual threat. He can catch the ball, he can run the ball. So I like Austin Eckler to get it done this week. Next game up is Arizona versus Pittsburgh. Going with Jalen Warren, anytime touchdown, over at DK at plus 125. Pittsburgh offense actually looked like it had life last week. They're slowly using Jalen Warren more and more. They're getting him more involved in the offense, and good thing they got rid of Matt Canada because he's trash. And so is the Cardinals. They're trash. So Pittsburgh should have another strong game this week. So I expect Warren to see the end zone for sure. Next game up is Denver versus Houston. I'm going with Devin Singletary, anytime touchdown, over at BetMGM at plus 140. He since Pierce got hurt, he did come back last week, Pierce, but Devin Singletary outgained him in yards and rush attempts. So, it looks like, and also in the pass game as well. So, we'll have to see how, if that's going to continue this week. It's looking like it will, and that's what I'm riding with. Either way, I think they'll still get plenty of touches, but I think Singletary is the main back for them, as it looks like going forward. And Denver has been horrible against running backs all year, so I like him to get in the end zone at plus money. Pretty good price for him. He can, like I said, again, another guy that can catch it or run it in. So I like Devin Singletary. Pretty high total, I believe it was like 47.5. So good game. Good target here. Hopefully he'll get it in for us. Next game up. This one I'm just taking a shot here. Strictly for value play, really. Going with Jamal Williams in his revenge game. Over at FanDuel at plus 450. It's strictly for a revenge game. For those of you who don't know, Jamal Williams, he was on Detroit last year. I believe he led the league in touchdowns. If not, he was pretty close. He was definitely up there. He was a touchdown machine last year. He hasn't scored a touchdown all year this season, obviously because Alvin Kamara is the main back there, but he does still get involved. He'll get a few carries, few catches out of the backfield. But going against his old team, I believe this total is very high too, at 47.5. So they might try to throw him in there, and hopefully they will. New Orleans is pretty tough to predict who's going to score for them because they just use a lot of different guys. But yeah, plus 450. I'll take the chance. If you don't want to put a full unit on it, completely understand. Maybe quarter, half unit. I'm gonna throw a unit on it just because I'm a degen. So, but I like it. If he's gonna score a touchdown this year, I think it will be this game. So I like the spot for him here. Next game up is the Indianapolis Colts versus Tennessee Titans. I'm going with Michael Pittman over at FanDuel at plus 180. He's a red zone target machine. He leads them by far. I believe he has 17 red zone targets this year. And then Josh Downs has 10, and then Alec Pierce has 5. And that's literally it for their receivers. So Jonathan Taylor did get hurt. I know Zach Moss looked pretty good when Taylor was out this year. He was scoring some touchdowns, but Michael Pittman should be their main red zone target guy, and Tennessee has struggled against receivers this year. I believe they allow 11 touchdowns to receivers so far this year. So, you know, he should be looking. He should have scored last week. I mean, he had like 10 catches. He was dominating last week, just didn't get in the end zone. So I looked at him to score, and at plus 180, I feel like it's very good value here. You'll see in most of these picks, this videos, a lot of the best prices are actually on FanDuel this week, which is quite surprising because it's usually not. But yeah, the guys I liked, their odds are just better on FanDuel. So, for all you FanDuel users out there, you have some pretty good value with these guys. So, yeah. Get into the next one here. By far my least favorite game on the slate. Total is 33.5. But it's Atlanta versus the Jets. So yeah, horrible game. I'm going with Bijan Robinson over at FanDuel at plus 155. I mean, the last few weeks he's been used heavily in the offense, so hopefully that continues. If there is one spot the Jets defense does struggle is against the run and running backs specifically. So I'll take a chance with him here. If Atlanta's going to score, with how great the Jets are against receivers this year, they're going to have to rely on Robinson a lot if they want to move the ball, if they want to get into the end zone. So if Atlanta does score, I think it will be him. So again, I don't expect much from this game at all. It might be 1-2 touchdowns tops probably in this game. I don't see there being a lot of scoring. So just going to go with, in my opinion, their best weapon is Robinson to get in the end zone. So next game up is Miami versus Washington. This should be a slaughter. Tyreek Hill is juiced. Raheem Mostert's juiced. So I'm just going with Jalen Waddle here. FanDuel at plus 135. He's so overdue to score. Washington, they allow the most touchdowns to receivers this year. I believe they're at 16 or 17 touchdowns to the receivers. It's insane. I think it's 17. So it's he should score. Like I said, Miami's kind of weird because they could just get like 3-4 rushing touchdowns and, Tyreek Hill will score, and then just the rest will go to Raheem Mostert. And their other rookie, Devon's coming back as well. So, that doesn't worry me. It doesn't scare me much. I think they're going to try to get Waddle into the end zone, especially how bad Washington has been against receivers. Next game up is Carolina versus Tampa Bay. Going with Rashard White, anytime touchdown score over at FanDuel at plus 115. I mean, Carolina has let 16 rushing touchdowns to running backs this year. They've been awful against the run. So, yeah, I mean, there's really not much. I just like the spot for White here. Not the highest, I think like 36.5 the total, so not the biggest total, but, I like him to get in the end zone. Next game up is San Fran versus Philadelphia. I'm going with Deebo Samuel. Anytime touchdown score over at FanDuel at plus 115. I think this is plus 115, but I'm pretty sure that the odds, I don't know where I got this number from, but it shouldn't be, I believe it's like 180. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's like 180 or 170. Don't know why I put 115. It might have been there when I first looked, but the odds did go up for him. So, I always say shop around for the best odds, but yeah. Like I said, like Deebo Samuel, Philadelphia, again, they're the main thing they struggle against is receivers. They allow like 16 touchdowns to receivers this year. So, this should be a high-scoring game. Honestly, it should be a really good game. So, I think stars will step up, and Deebo, I think he'll come to play and definitely look to score this game for sure. And then the last game is the Cleveland Browns versus Rams. Not a fan of this game either. Joe Flacco starting, so I can't trust anybody on the Browns. Don't know what to expect from them, so it's tough because the Browns defense is really good this year as well. So this game is tough. It's a dirty game, but it's going to go with Williams over at FanDuel minus 120. His first game back, he looked great. He's been a touchdown machine. If they get into the red zone, they're looking for him. They're going to give him the ball, so just ride with him. The Rams get close, they'll be leaning on him to score. So, but yeah, let's wrap this up. I mean, that was everything. Like I said, always comment down below. If I missed anything, if you guys like some scores I didn't put down there. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's cash this weekend, and good luck. Peace. Peace.